Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be testing some TikTok viral beauty products that I've seen all over the place lately. So if you guys are curious to see what I think of the viral TikTok products in the thumbnail, then just keep watching. Okay, so in here we have the very viral COSRX Snail Mucin Power Essence, which honestly grosses me out, but everyone says it's amazing. The hauslab's Triclone Skin Tech Foundation, which I have previously tried, but I'm giving it another chance. We have the Tower 28 Serum Concealer, which I'm hearing great things about. The Juvia's Place Blush, which is apparently super pigmented. We have a lip liner from makeupforever and a lipstick from MAC, and the newest highlight from Anastasia. So we'll start with this guy. This is what it looks like. All right, directions on this say, after cleansing and toning, apply a small amount to entire face, gently pat using fingertips to aid absorption, and then go forth with your moisturizers. And I heard from Tati that this is like a glycolic acid, like almost exfoliating product, so maybe use sparingly, not like every single day. So let's see, just the whole snail, I don't know, snail mucin reminds me of like snail mucus, and I am like a weird texture person. I don't like certain textures. No smell. Ew. That's kind of gross. All right, well, doing it for YouTube. Okay, weird texture, don't like that experience, but if it does good things for my skin, I would consider using it. Give it a minute to sink in, and then we'll go in with a moisturizer. As of like 30 seconds, it's already almost completely sunken in. And please excuse all the breakouts. I don't know what's happening. I think it's hormonal because it's that time of the month, but I've got one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. So my face is not having a great day. All right, that's sunk in. So I'm gonna go in with the Clarins Double Moisture product. This guy. All right, we will let that sink in, and then we'll be back to try the next product, which is a concealer. See you in a bit. Okay. Moving on to product number 2, which is the Tower 28 Serum Concealer. This is the Swipe Serum Concealer, and I have the shade 4.0 DTLA. I don't know what that stands for. If it's something bad or crude, my apologies. But this was the shade that looked like it would match me best. Weightless Serum Concealer has the power to visibly cover dark circles, hyperpigmentation, and redness. Designed for sensitive skin and non-irritating formula, helps hydrate and smooth textured skin without silicones, medium buildable coverage with a natural finish. All right, I think this looks like a good match. I guess we'll find out. So I will try this side as it has the most redness. The dark circles are kind of the same on both sides, so we'll see kind of what we can get here. And then I have a clean, damp, Real Technique sponge here. I feel like that's like a perfect shade match. Wow, that never happens. All right, so perfect shade match for this face. For the under eyes, I feel like I might have been able to go like a peachier shade. We'll see if we can build it up. I feel like it did a nice job covering redness here, 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 and here. So we'll see if we can build it up. So before and after. It definitely did cover, but I'm still seeing a lot of the blue, so I feel like this would have benefited from perhaps a color corrector first. I'm gonna go ahead and paint on one more layer and just let it sit right there where I have the most blue, and then we'll blend it out in a second. But in the meantime, I think I'll go ahead and spot conceal the other side because it needs it. I feel like the secret with this one is not to overblend, because if you overblend, then you blend away the product, and I feel like the coverage does best with like 1 or 2 pats. Keep in mind this is on top of that snail product, and I don't know how my skin reacts to that or how makeup sits on top. But here is the before bag, and here is the after. I think it did a nice job, but like I said, I think I would benefit from a color corrector first. Let me try it on this side and see if it really does make that much difference. I usually do this one mixed in with like a pink shade, but I will just do the peach today. So that cancels out some of the blue. Now let's try this on top. So this was 3 layers of concealer. This was 1 layer of color corrector and 1 layer of concealer, and I feel like they're pretty similar. So I like this so far. Like, I feel like I don't really need anything on my face. Like, this concealer did such a nice job blending in with my skin tone that I feel like I could get away with just this. And I've seen a lot of people using this as a foundation. So far so good, and I am liking this. Next, we have this viral product. This is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. This one's in the shade 110, light neutral. And I have featured this on my channel before, so if you want to see the application and the finished result, go ahead and do that. But I'm going to hop off and apply this right now because you guys already know my thoughts on this viral product. In case you didn't know, viral, but I think it did break out my skin, so we're trying it again today. Okay, next up we have this viral Juvia's Place cream blush, and I picked up the shade Soft Tulip because it looked like a perfect peach with just like a hint of pink. Now, from what I've seen, you only need like 1 little dot, so we'll try that and see what happens. They weren't kidding. Whoa. 1 dot is too much. Wow. You need like 1/4 of a dot. I think this dot's enough to do like 3 faces. My goodness. Okay, so I love this color. This is definitely my blush color. I think I might have found a liquid version of my favorite blush that was discontinued. This is the Neutrogena Cheeky Wink. I think I found a replacement. Very exciting. Don't discontinue this one, please, because I finally found one that's the exact shade that I was looking for. Anyway, I can see why this went viral. Super potent, very intense. This will last me forever. And this is what the Haus Labs foundation looks like on my skin. I feel like I need to set it just because it's a little bit glowy for me, especially since we have a glow product to try out. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off and do brows and powder and a little bronzer, and we'll be back to try highlight and lips. So see you in a minute. Okay, I am back. I applied some Maybelline and Joah products to the brows. L'Oreal True Match Lumi bronzer, which I'm getting back into trying, and the Urban Decay All Nighter Translucent Setting Powder, just to kind of lightly set the face. You can still see the color through, but we can always add a little bit more back on top. I really love this color. This is so pretty. So that leads us to our next product, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Seeker Highlighter. But I'm hearing this is a dupe for the Ombre highlight that I never got my hands on, and it was beautiful, and it was released during like the highlighter era, which now I feel like it's more about skin and blush and lips. I don't feel like it's so much about contour, bronzer, highlight, glow. But we'll see. This is what it looks like. I mean, this is my skin tone, so we'll see. This is what the highlight looks like. It looks very golden. And even swatched, it looks a bit on the goldy side. Like as I turn my hand, I feel like you can see it there, which probably means you're gonna see it on my face. But you don't know until you try. So I will lightly dust it on my face and we'll see what we think. And I'm going to buff it in. Now, is it too gold for me? Surprisingly, no. Buffed in, it isn't as intense. Like, I feel like that's pretty. It just adds like a really pretty golden glow, but I don't see it looking forward. Like I don't see a stripe of a shade that doesn't match my skin tone. I feel like once you use a setting spray, it just kind of like melts into the skin and becomes part of the skin. So this is really pretty actually. How about bridge of the nose? Let's see. Okay, so if you are my skin tone or deeper, I feel like this would work really well for you. While I'm not really into highlighting that much anymore, I do still use my Tom Ford highlight, which is more like a glow powder, which I feel like this could become like a glow powder. Like I feel like I could buff this in really well and maybe top it with a little blush just to really melt the two together. Like that's really pretty. I can also see why this went viral. This is a really beautiful color and it's very flattering and very fine. Like it's not accentuating any texture or fine lines on my skin. It looks really pretty. I feel like we're doing pretty well today with these viral products. So that must be why they're going viral. They're pretty good. That leads us to a lip liner that I just keep hearing about everywhere. It's the Makeup Forever Anywhere Caffeine Liner. And then I went to the MAC counter when they were having their $15 lipstick sale. And I told the woman what I was looking for. I was looking for like a pinky nude. And then I settled on Thanks, It's MAC. And she's like, this lipstick went viral on TikTok with Whirl lip liner, which I don't have. But this one's like a brownie lip liner. So I thought that this combination might be kind of nice. And she said this went viral and I've been seeing this one everywhere. So we'll try them together. Okay, so here is the Makeup Forever pencil. And that's the shade. So it is like a pinky brown. I already have Wherever Walnut and I use it a lot. And then here is the MAC lipstick. Ooh, that is like a pinky nude. This one has a little bit more peach to it, a little more brown. I wonder how they're gonna look together. MAC lipstick scents. Okay, I feel like I'm doing a horrible job lining my lips today. This is what that color looks like. I feel like I could get on board with that. I feel like it's like a warm nude. So now let's try this one, which hopefully has a little bit more pink to it. Yes, I love this. I can see why it went viral. I really like this. And this did add a bit more pinkiness to the lip liner. So I feel like this on top of like the Tower 28 pinky liner that I use all the time, or on top of a Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner, this is gonna be gorgeous. I definitely think it's gonna be like a go-to for the winter. Beautiful. So all in all, would I agree with these products going viral? This one will have to be to be determined. I don't like the texture and I don't like touching it, but if it does great things for my skin, I am on board with continuing to use it. This one is a beautiful foundation. Like my skin looks fantastic, but last time I wore this for 2 days, my skin broke out. So like little pimples. So we'll see, because my skin is already kind of there with the pimples, which I know is hormonal. So I'll continue trying this and report back when I'm editing if it did break me out more than I already was, or maybe it was just a fluke, a one-time thing. It is a truly beautiful finish. So I can see why it went viral. And the packaging is nice and luxe. It reminds me of the La Mer packaging, honestly. The Tower 28 concealer I am excited to continue using as a concealer and possibly as a foundation. It covered really nicely, but then when I put things on top of it, I feel like it wiped away. So I feel like this is the type of product you have to apply and then set right away so that nothing budges. But it's looking good so far. I did set the under eyes with the powder, so I'm curious to try it on a day where I don't have to set and see how long it wears, but it is a really nice formula, especially for like drier areas. I think this would be great. I think I found a new favorite with this blush from Juvia's Place. Love this shade. Obsessed. This one, I don't know why it went so viral. I feel like I have a bunch of other lip liners this same shade and similar formula, so I'm not so sure I agree with this one. I do like the Makeup Forever lip liner line. I have a couple other shades, mostly Wherever Walnut is the one I use. So nice formula, just not sure if it's viral quality. And the MAC lipstick, thanks, it's MAC. I have a feeling I'm going to be using this a ton, so I can see why it went viral. There are, I'm sure, other lipsticks similar to this, but this one's like kind of sheer, slightly cool, slightly nude. So I like this. So I'm very happy with these products. I'm very glad that I tried them. Hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.